folks, Denver Risley here with the Warrior Homestead. I'm going to do another jibber jabber video, but after this one, it's going to be action. I promise. No more yakety yak. I'm just working on my talking skills, talking to machines. So this little jibber jabber video is about it's politics. I know we've had enough of it. It's silly. This election year is a fucking joke. It's a circus. I'm voting no confidence. I don't believe any of the candidates are acceptable. So I am going to vote. It's just going to be write in or whatever. No confidence. Fuck them. So today I'm going to talk about how do you interpret the Constitution without getting all into it, right? What did they mean? What did the founders mean? What does it mean today? It's outdated. No, it's not outdated. It works for all times. So I'm just going to get right into it. I wrote a bunch of notes to help me speak better. So I'll get into it. The Constitution, it was designed to limit government power, not to limit the power of the citizens. Never argue in favor of the government over your fellow citizens, no matter what the pretext. And the pretext is always false. It's always bullshit. They always try to get, emotionally blackmail you into, oh, please, Congress, get rid of our amendments. It's too dangerous. No, and I'm not going to go there with the Second Amendment. I mean all amendments, all of our rights. Never, ever side with the government against you and your fellow citizens. That Constitution is not there to keep you in a cage. It's there to keep those assholes in the Capitol building in a cage. So keep that in mind. If ever you're in question, ever in doubt, always default to the side of the citizens. It is not meant to limit you. It's meant to limit those dickheads in the Capitol and in the White House and in D.C. in general, in your own courthouse, in your own state capitol. That's all there to limit them. They work for you. They don't tell you what to do. Next paragraph. Again, never argue in favor of infringing or rescinding any of your constitutional rights for any reason. Any effort to do so is the thin end of a wedge. It's never about your pet issue as far as the government is concerned. It's about the precedent you are consenting to. And think about that. I mean, if you are begging Congress or politicians to get rid of or rescind a right because you think it makes you safe, you're setting a very dangerous precedent. You've not only sided against yourself and your fellow citizens, you've made it okay to get rid of any other right. There's not going to be any reasonable limit. Once you tell them it's okay to take your rights away, they'll come up with reasons to take more away. Because you said it was okay to do so. It's not about what it actually is. It's not about the pet issue. It's about the precedent. So even if you don't like guns, you think guns are icky poo, you have that right to have one too. Everyone has a right to have it. You take that right away, it's going to be like dominoes. There will not be anyone in charge of oversight to make sure that they don't take it too far. You know damn well politicians will take anything as far as they possibly can. They will ride right over you, and you know it. Take responsibility for your own safety and well-being. Never demand safety from politicians or police. Police, of course, can't always be there to save you. And you know damn well no politician on this earth, much less this country, gives a rat's ass about your well-being. Never be convinced that they do. Psychopaths are excellent liars. Don't believe for a second that any politician that makes it to a high position or high office isn't somewhat psychopathic. That is a toxic and malignant command structure, our politics. our offices. That environment, like you go into that courthouse, if you put on a suit and tie and somehow be able to be a fly on the wall and go into a meeting like with your mayor or your governor, you'd want to call the police immediately and have these people put away. They're absolute maniacs. So don't believe them and they can put on the face. They can put it on. They can shake your hand and yes, you are right, citizen. Oh yes, hey, you know what would be in your best interest, ... And fuck them. They're only out to get what they want, light a match, throw it behind them, take the money and run. That's all any politician does anymore. So just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in there. That's how I interpret politics. So I just thought I'd throw those out as just some kind of fundamental rules of thumb. Without getting into legal semantics and blah, 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 and all that. Just remember, the Constitution limits the government. It doesn't limit you. Never side with the government against yourself and your fellow citizens. Do not demand safety and well-being from politicians. So that's all I got to say about that. Next video is action. I promise. No more jibber jabber.